Hey everybody, welcome back to Season 2 of Minnesota Golden Gophers Dynasty on NCAA 25. Season 1 went about as well as I could have hoped for. We made a bowl game, we won that bowl game, we had a crazy comeback. The offseason wasn't as good as it could have possibly been. Now this episode is going to be an intro to Season 2. We'll go over the team and scouting and get things set up. Dylan Whitkey came in last year in replacement of Max Brosmer, and he played pretty well. He's not the fastest guy, but he has a little bit of get up to him. An arm that can basically make any college football throw. We do need to see better decision making, we need to see him take less sacks, and throw fewer interceptions. I believe he had 9 last year, but again, he was a redshirted freshman starting. This year as a sophomore, we should see improvement. I don't see any reason why he won't go the distance apart from injury. If he does go down, we have Drake Lindsay, who doesn't have the speed, but has an okay arm. But based solely on his athletics, I don't see Lindsay being a future here. We got the 2 true freshmen, Theus and Dragos. Both show plenty of upside, both are good athletes. Theus might be a little bit better at improvising, while Dragos has a better arm. Overall, we will be scouting quarterbacks to try to bring in a guy after Whitkey is done. Or, in worst case scenario, he implodes and we're left with nothing. If you remember the end of last season, Darius Taylor actually went down with injury. We had Sai Bangura and Jordan Newbin come in to replace him. And Newbin won the starting position, and he's looked okay in practice this year. With Newbin and Bangura getting most of the carries, we also have Godfrey and Wright. They look fine, I guess. I'm not overly impressed with either of them, but I mean, they're, will be good for 10 to 15 carries this year. The true freshmen Ingold and Cook, those are the kids that I'm extremely excited for. I am looking forward to getting them on the field. We have 4 non-redshirted running backs, so I'm pretty sure all the true freshmen will be getting the red shirt, but look for Cook and Ingold to make impacts in the years to come. True freshman Max McPhee will be the starting fullback. Not that we run a lot of fullback plays, but I mean, fake punts, he'll be out there. Lemeke Brockington was actually named captain in his senior season. Conrad Thorne looks really good as well, and as much as I'd love to redshirt him, we just do not have the talent behind him. Redding and McWilliams, Hoskins, these guys are okay, but they're not starting caliber. So Brockington and Thorne will be the starters. As for tight end, Groves will be getting the red shirt. He's an outstanding athlete, and I cannot wait for him to make an impact next year. But with Johnson and Simpson backing up Gears, I think our tight end room is going to be okay this year. Johnson and Simpson are better athletes. They're quite a bit faster than Gears, but Gears was very solid last year. Nothing really to report with the offensive line. It's going to be a downgrade from last year. We do have Nathan Roy, who's going to be insane in a few years, but he's a redshirted freshman starting. Nelson, Daniels, Beers, they're okay at best. On the other side of the line, we do have a very interesting defensive line. Adam Kasai and Jackson Howard are our speed rushers. Swartz coming in here, getting the star player. He's going to be a boss all year. Defensive tackle's not the best for run support. Eastern's good. Owosu and Randall, they're fine. But I will be putting Swartz as that rush defensive tackle. So Kasai, Howard, Swartz, and Eastern will be the 4 guys going after opposing quarterbacks this year. Maverick Baranowski gets the start. He's our captain and our leader. But we're really looking for that number 2 guy. Is it going to be Stolsky? Is it going to be Devin Williams? Is it going to be Garlick? Now, the redshirted Grimm and Coker have decent speed, but like I said, they're redshirted. Cornerback 1 is going to be Kerry Brown. Theo Newsome will be cornerback 2. Brian playing a lot of the slot, and Rylan Kelly coming in case we need him. Brian is really the only returning starter, as Kerry Brown moved over from safety, and Theo Newsome, Rylan Kelly, these guys are really not starting caliber. Luckily, to help out our struggling cornerbacks, we have Coy Purich and Drew Ormont and Coleman Bryson. These 3 top safeties that we have are going to be seeing a lot of playing time. Purich can play any position. I'm going to keep him at safety, but he's an absolute animal. At the other safety position, we'll have Ormont starting, which just leaves Bryson open to really traveling a lot, whether that being slot or sub linebacker. Overall, I think the team kind of downgraded because of my awful scouting and the rough year that we had with transfers, but we're looking positive for the future. Again, always to the future. We were in a lot of one-score games last year, and if we can get just one more play, then, I mean, we really have a chance to do something this year. Let's take a look at this year's scouting prospects. I'm hoping for not awful players, I guess, is what I would say. Looks like the top-rated quarterback has already locked us out. Proximity to home looks like he wants to play near to California. I mean, Minnesota is basically California, politically at least. Haha, got it. And his name's Lewis North? Come on, come to the north, brother. You've got Dan Simonson, a Wisconsin kid. I think I'm gonna... I mean, the field general... No, I think... I don't want him to go to the Badgers, but I think I'm going to have to pass on that. Hey, Jason Mahomes, you want to come north and get a little Mahomey on me? Sure. Look at this Lane Kowalkowski. Lane Kowalkowski. That's a mouthful right there. I'm going to say no to you. Jaleel, Alright, let's take a look at running backs, I guess. Looks like James Wall kind of digs us. 6'1", 193, a receiving back. That's okay, sure. I mean, he's the 98th ranked player in the country. Sure, buddy. Let's come in. Let's take a little look at him. David Cheeseman. Yeah, you're on the list too, buddy. Byron Duke, 6'6", 208. Wow. Grab you, 6'5", Cothran. Man, we I mean, just don't look at De Silva here, but the top 2 wideouts that we can even go after. Those are some big dudes, man. We got a 5-star right tackle, 6'8", 304, and he is interested in us. That's great. The 29th player in the country? Hell yeah, dude. So I've got a whole new system of scouting. You see, I'm going to use my big brain here. Can I scout you? Hello? There we go. Okay. Don't cut that out. I've got a whole new idea of scouting here. I'm going to scout once, and I'm going to see what their attributes look like on the right side, okay? The mentals and the abilities. I don't know if they're attributes, whatever those are. I'm going to take a look at those, and I'm going to determine, from simply scouting once, if these guys are worth my time. And it looks like they are. I'm going to offer on all 4 of those quarterbacks, get them in here. Take a look at James Wall. What are we thinking? Ooh, I like that. 90 speed, 92 speed. Cheeseman looks good speed too. James Wall. I would like to remove Wall, but I think he's the one who has interest in us. We're like number 10 on his board, so I'm gonna... Oh, should I give all 4 of these guys? Yeah. Let's just see. Let's offer it, and then let's take it away, and let's narrow down. I think my goal this year is to find guys I really like, and then, like, hyper focus on them, right? Do I even need to scout these guys? I don't think so. These 2 are getting offers regardless. I mean, I like their size. They're both 5 stars. I'd love to beg a 5-star here on year 2. Emerson's looking good. How about Nate McQueen? Also looking good, question mark. Looking fine there with Pete. Caleb Lucian. Also looking really good. Man, there's a lot of... Yeah, fine. And all 7 of you are going to get scholarships, alright? I'm already at 15 scholarships, and I'm not even looking at tight ends. Alrighty. Let's get over here. What are we looking at for McDougall? Looking great. He's a 5-star, so that's unlikely. Tim Monday, looking good as well. Eddie DiNucci, looking better. Logan Reddick. Reddick is the one with interest in us, so I'm going to give him 1. DiNucci gets 1. Monday goes away, and I've already offered McDougall. Sweet. Because, yeah, I feel like a total failure from last year's scouting, right? Like, we had those 3 sweet wide receivers. I should check. The one guy's name was Pat Poole. What was the other guy's name? He was quite good as well. There was 3 really good wide receivers, and I, like an idiot, I did not... I'm out of here. Like an idiot, I did not go after... Oh my goodness. Tavares Fala? I mean, there's only 1 ability, but 90 speed, 90 agility, that's great. Yeah, I need you in here. But the idea that I only got 1 of those 3 wide receivers when I spent so much time all year going after them, it's just upsetting. It's just sick, right? Like, I really need to, I'd really like to bring in a 5-star cornerback, but I don't think it's even worth my time. I have so many, well, fine, I'll do it. Marcus Akbar? Sure, brother. J.J. Smith? You're a little short for a stormtrooper. Marcus Lawrence? I like that name. Alrighty. This is really smart, by the way I'm doing this. He's looking good. Akbar looking good. Lawrence. Finish up you. Oh. I'm sorry, when they're question marks, they can disappear? Oh, I thought I cracked a code. You're telling me the question marks disappear, so I do have to full scout them. Oh boy. Oh man. Why am I so dumb? So that's going to do it for scouting. I've got 35 prospects scouted. I've got 35 scholarships offered. I have 40 points sitting around, which isn't really useful at all, at this point at least. Basically only went after 4 stars. I got a 3-star here and there that are, you know, vaguely interested in me. Or that looked particularly good. Anyways, let's get rid of that and jump into week 0, which I believe we have a bye as well. I should have showed you the schedule. That's what I should have done. Oh, already locked out of Cheeseman. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Amerson is gone. Also, Coach Prestige. If you look right under Coach B. Matthews, 6+ players view my school screen and recruiting for more details. I didn't realize last season that I probably could have kept Darius Taylor here had I just looked a little, had I just done a little extra effort in figuring out what he was bitching about, but yeah, anyways, so let's get back into recruiting, guys, alright? With simply a scholarship, it doesn't look like any of these guys are really... Mahomes is a bust. Do I want him? 80 speed on a scrambler. I think I'm going to have to kick him. Makes it a little easier. Aiden Lewis looks really good. We're going to give him a 3-star, so I think I might be able to get away with only putting 30 points on him. Yeah, the school's going after him. Notre Dame's up there, I guess. That's kind of a problem. Number 1 for Kern. Let's give Kern a 50. Soliday is being recruited by some blue blood, so let's give him a 50, but we might have to wrap that one up real soon. Get Cheeseman off the board here. We are number 2 for James Wall. Let's give him a 50. Tevin Brents, we're going to give you 25 just to get the thing rolling. And Caleb Wilder, 25. Yeah, one of these guys will be off the board by next week. I'm going to go crazy with these top 2 wide receivers. I don't even care if they're interested right now. We're just going to dump points on them and see what happens. Johnny Amerson. Ooh. Yeah, I think you got to go away. Nate McQueen. Not feeling... Man, none of these guys... Silvestro. Alright, Corbin. Corbin, you get 25. And... Let's see here. 6'4", Old Miss. Oh, man, yeah, you're gonna get the boot too. Pete Mendenhall, you get a 50. Man, I've already spent more than half my points. Nate McQueen, have a day, brother. Already down to 30 scholarships. That's cool. Emmett Slaughter have 25. We were actually in the top 3 for McDougal, so just... Yeah, have 25, just try to stay in the race. Danucci, not looking good, so you're out of here. 4 for Logan, put a 10 on him and see where that goes. Neither of these tackles are looking interested in us, so let's give them 10 each, but again, I'm not... I mean, as soon as they're not interested off the rip, I think we might need to... Ooh, but Bushell is interested, so yeah. Put a 20 on him, a 25 on him. Ashmore is a 3-star, so we'll only put 10 points on him. These 2 kids, oh man, they're both got blue bloods on their tail, so let's put 10 on each and just see if we can make any sort of movement whatsoever. Amerson is out of here. I found a guy named George Washington, and I want him on the team for memes. I'm going to put a 50 on George Washington. Hobbs gets a 25. Arman Ibrahim. Rutgers, Boston College, those are not good schools that are going after him. So let's see if we can make any progress there. We're in 3rd place with this kid, so you get 25. Alright, Tavares Fala. Fella. Fella? Fella. Tavares Fella? Sure. And then Amaro, you get 25 too. Both of these cornerbacks are uninterested, so can I do 25 on each? Miles Mebane, how much can I possibly put on you? I think that's it, right? That's it for, yeah, so Mebane. Yeah, I think I'm going to go 25 on Miles Mebane as well. And then let's just take a look. Who else could I do? Brents. Let's give an extra 5 to Brents and extra 5 to Wilder. Alrighty. That should get us rolling as we skip week 1. No, we skip to week 1. Man, ooh, my bad. Forgive me. I've sinned. And we are locked out of a bunch of fellas. Those both middle linebackers locked us out, you bastards.